Good day. I'm Patsy Nace, your part-time tutor for Curriculum Theory and Practice B. May I use this opportunity to welcome you to the assignment-based contact class at the Institute for Open Learning, IOL. I hope you will find this course a valuable learning experience and that you will complete your studies successfully and find your qualifications relevant to your chosen career. I also hope that this contact class will be of great importance and assistance to you. Let's quickly have a rundown through the units. Unit 1, we will look at the analysis of Namibian curriculum implementation issues. What are the issues regarding curriculum implementation? We will tackle the curriculum leadership functions of school management, the composition, functions, and authority of a school board in Namibia, the government policy on private schools, and we will also analyze the futures, advantages, and limitations of home schooling in Namibia. We will further look at the evaluation of the support from government for schools in Namibia, the analysis of the need for national auditing system of schools in Namibia, a recognition and reward system for schools to encourage quality education. We will look at the question of Namibian schools. How can we get Namibian schools on par with global standards? We will look at the analysis of curriculum implementation model and determining which models are applied in Namibia. Unit 2 deals with the curriculum development and implementation role of educators. What are the opportunities for educators to be involved in subject syllabi development, the academic leadership roles for educators, the role of educators as reflective practitioners. We will further look at the evaluation of the salary and conditions of service of Namibian educators and its impact on educators' implementation of curriculum, a career path system for all educators where they can earn better salaries as they progress as administrators or as teaching and assessment mentors or as support staff. We will look at the need for and proper implementation of a performance appraisal system for education. And finally, we will look at the role of NEED in curriculum development and implementation in schools in Namibia. During Unit 2, we will concentrate on the design and implementation of thinking skills program across the upper primary curriculum, whereby we will tackle the relevance of developing the thinking skills of learners in the 21st century, the futures of skillful thinking attitudes throughout observation skills and thinking processes of verbs. 2 of the given thinking skills programs and the content relevant for senior primary learners. We will also look at the steps one can use to design a thinking skill program, the cross-curriculum implementation steps of our thinking skills program. In Unit 4, we will evaluate programs. We'll look at the purpose of evaluation in education. Why is it important to do any evaluation in our education system? Relating to the functions of evaluation to the basic functions of effective management. We'll look at the advantages and disadvantages of limitations of internal and external program evaluators. We'll look at the evaluations instrument of tools for evaluating programs or qualification, an evaluation tool for evaluating the grade 7 curriculum of program, an evaluation of the grade 7 curriculum and report writing, a discussion of the criteria for evaluating a subject syllabus, the futures of the latest upper primary curriculum in Namibia. Unit 5 will concentrate on the learner and learning issues that influence curriculum implementation. The validity of a policy of compulsory mathematics for all grades until grade 11, the impact of the lack of textbooks and materials in schools, professional development areas for teachers with different years of teaching experience. We'll have a discussion on a system of obtaining learner feedback on teaching and subject content. What is the influence of the absence of corporal punishment on our learners and learning? A very important topic. The possible influence of cross-curricular character moral education focus on learner behavior and learning. The validity of the upper primary and secondary assessment policy in schools. The promotion policy in schools. We will look at the guidelines on how to use a subject file as an instructional management tool. Let's briefly look at how to write an assignment. What is expected from you? How can you tackle an assignment? And may I start off by encouraging you to write your assignments or do your assignments yourself. Getting assistance, it's not wrong, but it should be assistance and not someone doing your assignments for you. Doing your assignments yourself will enable you to cover almost 60 to 80% of the work that is required for you to successfully cover the module. It's very important to read each question carefully and with time, make sure you understand what is required from you. Look at keywords and actions required. In order to do well in your assignment, it will be important for you to distinguish between the following terms or phrases: explain, state, differentiate, enumerate, discuss, outline, and to define. Let's look at the descriptions of the terms. State, to describe the main points in precise terms, use brief, clear sentences, omit details or examples. Define, to give the formal meaning by distinguishing it from related terms. This is often a matter of giving a memorized definition or better in your own words. Explain. To explain, you have to give details. Support your explanation with examples when necessary. Enumerate. To list, name one by one. You don't need to discuss or give details. You simply list or you simply name. Differentiate. To give differences between concepts. Outline. To give a general summary, it should contain a series of main ideas supported by secondary facts. Show the organization of the idea. Some tips on writing assignments. The details or explanations provided in questions in answering the assignment should be guided by the mark allocation of the specific question. What it means by implication, it simply says that look at the marks that it allocated. Is it a 5 marks, 10 marks, 20 marks, 50 marks, 30 marks? That should guide you how detailed you should go on one question, of how much time sometimes you have to spend on a question as well. Also, your action verbs in the question should give you an indication of how detailed you should go. Use your study guide or prescribed book as your primary source of reference. Consulting additional material of information is not wrong. It's highly recommended and encouraged, but your study guide usually should guide you, should give you a framework in which you should answer or in which you should study for exams also. In addition to the different units in the curriculum theory and practice B model, you also need to read more widely than the unit in the model and use your personal experience in teaching to draw examples from. Avoid plagiarism by copying and pasting only. Usually this is a very big problem when students are writing their assignments. Usually students will go to online sources, Google, copy and paste without even editing the information you are getting or read through the information that you are getting. Plagiarism is a very, very, very serious academic offense. So what does it mean to plagiarize? It's using someone's information of someone's knowledge without acknowledging where you are getting that information from. In simple sentence, using someone's words as your own. It's plagiarism, which is a very serious academic offense. Students should be very mindful when they are doing assignments, not to just copy and paste. Whenever you are using any other additional source, please acknowledge the author of the information and usually for the purpose of this course, use ABC style of referencing. Following is the example. Also very important is to list all the references all the references that you use throughout your assignment at the end of your assignment. Usually the last page of the assignment should have a list of references, list of materials where you got your information from. In conclusion, this was just to refresh you on some of the very important things that you need to know, and while you are preparing yourself for the assignment, work hard now and enjoy the fruits of passing. Wishing you all the best. God bless. Finally, the purpose of learning is not to give exams in class and forget about it, but to increase the knowledge until they possess an area of the earth for God Almighty. Thank you.